Let's keep moving, detective.
Okay. Sure. This way, I presume. That's the only way we haven't gone yet. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Do we keep going along the beach? Probably do that. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Oh, there's people. Quick travel to the fisherman shacks unlocked. Okay, we'll start back here after all. Wait.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Great news, I found somewhere new to sleep.
Huh?
I can pretty much finish the case from under that boat there. It's dry, weatherproof, and free of charge.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer.
Is it not?
I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
Think of it as a salvation. You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
Yeah, but technically, if we can't afford rent, we can at least sleep here. Or we can actually enter that shack. I did not think we could. Okay, it is a very small shack, even from the inside. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Thank you for telling me that, game. I would not have realized that. Another postcard. Nice. And a bow knot. Well, I mean, that wasn't insanely useful, but we'll take what we can get. Let's see. What else do we have? That just boarded up, or is that a hole? Through the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. Yes. Oh. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Cinder blocks, charred. Makeshift fire pit. Magazines for lighting. What about over here? You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. And inter-isolary trousers. And over here, people. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
But I want to sit on the bench. Okay, we'd have to go all the way around. White curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. And what do we have here? Money. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. And some more money and even some magnesium. We'll go around. This is so huge. Where do we even go first? I think we'll start over here. After all, yeah. What is this? This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. And some more money? Living over here. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. Okay. Wait, let's first inspect that. What are these doing in the fish? Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. Okay.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay. Considering an overturned boat, a sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
Depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. I have questions. The first is, what is your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
Yep.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh.
Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
She refuses, but your word is the law. You are law.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Behold! Her eyes meet yours, and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse, as if she hasn't laughed in a while. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait. Why? If they're thick-headed.
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it was a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now? Apart from dead, presumably.
Gone.
Yep. Where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Say no more. Wait for her to continue. He died? Was he murdered?
The lieutenant shakes his head again.
Yeah. By himself. Inadvertently. He never respected the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day he didn't come back. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Jesus Christ, Harry. Do not say that. Tell me to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheel spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Yeah, maybe, but not now. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
But what if I am? Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic.
Oh, very. Finding pieces of glass, bits of wood. Every once in a while we get dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
That's less romantic.
What else? Bottles, drugs also, lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass. Very romantic.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Your RCM could use a mine. Where is it? You need to know about the human bodies. It's just gonna be fishermen who just drown. You know what? The most interesting place, actually. Do I want to ask about the mine, or do I want to? Chances are the mine won't matter. It's probably just either it exploded somewhere or it's not functioning anymore. Why don't you leave?
And go where? The fish are plentiful here and we get enough orders to get by. It's not great, but it's something.
Just somewhere away from all this sadness.
People imagine picking up and finding something better is an easy solution. But how is that supposed to work when all your time and energy goes to staying alive? You have almost nothing to set aside to actually fight your way out. I don't mean to complain about my pauper life. We are warm and fed here and... I don't know. There's just something about this shithole.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. I could use some landed gentry. But apparently they don't make those anymore.
Husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
I wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
Also looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowman? I haven't heard about those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
So I take it that's your skiff?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days?
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
He's seen you. We'll talk to you later once we've explored the coast more. I don't seem to be able to move in that direction. Some more money. Locked tight. You can't see into the house from this angle. I mean, you could move. I mean, it's not that thin. Who are you? The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
We cops are hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
He points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him, It took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
I find it hard to imagine any place more quiet than this.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others.
That's okay. I found a fine parking spot for my motor carriage.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here? Apart from under a boat, of course.
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
There's this guy, guard, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
You got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
You sound so negative about that, Kim. What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
This place is pornographically poor.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
The woman smiles cryptically.
It's a cold, cynical smile.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
I'm lost too.
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
I think I'm in the process of finding myself again, though.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
There's gotta be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met Lillian already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I haven't seen any drunks yet, though. I've seen some of them, I haven't spoken to them.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here, for you, no officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then, apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
We'd want to come to a fish market here.
No one. That's why it's closed.
There.
It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
That's it? There's gotta be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End.
Well, that sounds like something.
Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
I'll find a way. Maybe I'll have to talk to Lillian about that mine again.
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
That means I'm double important.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
Oh, goodbye. I'm off. This shack, our home, our new home.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Okay, let's enter it then. A window outside. You see the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from 39. The floorboards creak under your step. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Alright, let's try it. Hand-eye coordination. Actually, though, I want to quickly see if we have something that would improve that. Or is hand-eye coordination simply just a base skill? No, it isn't. It can be improved. Let's see. Actually, I want to see. I need to compare all of them. Composure minus savoir-faire. Might as well exchange those. +2 drama. What do we have currently? Inland Empire. Sure. Let's take that. We look absolutely hideous, but whatever. Current jacket has esprit de corps and shivers. This one is visual calculus. We'll take that. +1 empathy, -1 logic. Rather not. Do you have anything else? Hand-eye coordination? Does not look like it, no. Well, gotta try then.
On the table, you see a bowl of water. Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
No, don't scrape harder, just leave it for now.
Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
Yeah, I was expecting
The
that.
centipede is exaggerating. People don't actually cut their own throats when they're shaving. At least, not accidentally.
Not accidentally. But maybe a bit on purpose. What is this?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
But I can't do anything with it yet. That has a Koroyev jacket. What about the bed? Don't go to
The
sleep.
bed is comforting.
Okay, no time to rest. Good. I didn't want to rest anyway, I just wanted to see if there's any new options with it. Right, Kim, you still here? Didn't run away on me? No, good. Inside you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Yes. What is this? The street sign is illegible with below the graffito. And this? Hard to see the details. The colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. Flower beds? Flower trough, where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring. Not right now though. Let's look. Let's see if there's anyone at home. There is one child here. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. What about that eagle? Ruffed grouse taxidermy. Sure, we'll just steal that. No problem.
Hello, mister.
A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She is looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yes, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
What's that thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Lamby looks soft.
Yes. Very soft.
Suddenly, she pushes the stuffed animal toward your face. I don't deserve it, I'm a scum. Rest your cheek against Lamby.
Isn't he soft?
Yes, she's right. Lamby is very soft. She rubs the white fur against your cheek, then returns the lamb into her lap, cuddling it. What's this?
It's a grouse.
She yelps, smiling broadly.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure. I mean, you already took it.
There.
I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Alright, goodbye.
Bye.
The girl's large, curious eyes remain fixed on you. She was right, we already took it. It was ours anyway. Didn't steal it. You asked for it. Okay. I mean, I assume this is down the coast, but we'll have to check out everything else here first. Kids. Let me talk to you.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
Explains the other one, tongue still lolling out of his mouth. That voice sounded it's about 5 years too young for how these children look. Yeah, already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well.
Why are you laughing?
Wow, so intellectually stimulating.
Children are stupid. Is little Lily your sister?
Yes.
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 That's it? You're being laconic about it?
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
Yeah, fair. You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
The other one says, yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
The lieutenant remarks with evident glee. And what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Children are stupid. The scruffy-haired little kid laughs as though in agreement.
You're stupid.
The other one tells him, suddenly very serious. Okay, how about the policeman asks you something else now?
Okay.
The scruffy-haired boy squints up at you. Bye, kids. Take care. Alright. Here's all the drunks. Let's go past them for a second and pick up the money. What's back here anyway? Is there anywhere I can go? Doesn't look like it, so let's talk to them.
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a two-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
He picks up his beer. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, tequila sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
I've re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image, a long time ago. Those days are over now.
He looks at his shit-stained lycra jacket with a grim expression.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades.
Please don't go.
Begs the man in the pipe.
Don't go.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What is a tequila sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your tequila sunset.
How'd you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No, you sure don't.
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Was I alone?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
He takes another sip, then continues.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
I mean, he was right with that one, at least. That would be pretty fucked up.
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset,
So,
the
give a name.
end of all things."
Oh god, what happened next?
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Yeah, my real name's Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
Yeah. How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women.
Yes.
How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Certainly.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
The legend, probably not wrong. Proud to work with him?
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
That sounds more like I've been talking about the government and less about women.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge? You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, The details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Yeah. Say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
We talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
He takes a long sip of beer. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop, and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
I don't need to hear anymore.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Wanna tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yeah, do you wanna tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling that this is going to cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
I don't have any on me right now.
Then I will see you again once you've procured some. Par exemple, my good friend Rosemary here sells all kinds of stuff.
All kinds, sir. Beer and wine.
Okay.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Why don't you just buy it off of him then?
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Oh, where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Wait, what's that about a ludicrous fantasy world?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer. This is the beginning of your legend.
Fuck it, action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
It's not on yet. What about you, Rosemary?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms as if wanting to embrace you. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Go on.
You know, it's funny actually.
He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his pilsner and stares at you intently. What is?
What?
Keep him talking.
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index finger at you. Mm-hmm. Where did you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That sounds dangerous.
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Okay, how?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead fingers.
Gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
It's like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol.
Snakes or intestinal worms?
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
I think it will prove useful, yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
I certainly won't be drinking it, but I'll have it around. Maybe I can use it for something.
If you drink this, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a
Yes,
profit.
that is the idea. I don't want any of these. Quite the business venture you've set up here.
Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
You mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I got everyone on my hook.
He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Impressive entrepreneurship. I approve.
Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? Let's keep it moving.
Amphetamine?
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
I think you didn't hear me when I said I'm a police officer.
Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed. I mean amphetamine. I got both.
I thought by speed you meant amphetamine.
Aye, that's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Nothing,
In the
thanks.
civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
He waves you off. Uh-huh. Who are you? Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away. Are you the lost husband?
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who is Abigail?
Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Who are you? What's your name?
Don't call Abigail!
Where am I? What is this place?
The man hiccups, then mumbles something
Why?
unintelligible.
Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Sure.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
He then waves his hand as if shooting you away. Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting, hacking cough.
Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail?
He whispers in the end.
Don't call.
Slowly his head nods off to the side and he passes out, tongue dangling from his mouth.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Sure. I can actually zoom out quite far. Yeah, I can't go here, so I might as well follow the coastline.